Today's adventure begins as the recording of the Saturday, February 19th, 2022 metamorphosis. Play on words of sorts. There is a rather large noggin right here. See the gentleman walking by shows the comparison of the height ratio of this magnificent head that is spinning around in front of this building. Oh, it's looked direct. Oh, we're having a staring contest. I'm amazed that it was spinning. It stopped spinning now. It's a fountain. Now it's going back the other way. Metamorphosis. Today is my last and final day of this winter 2022 road trip that I started back on New Year's Day, January 1st. And if my math is correct, that puts me at just a day or two over the 7-week cusp. Promise I made to myself. A resolution to travel more in 2022, to take it more how I used to do things. Movie locations, roadside stuff, small town, back roads. Left my home in Celebration, Florida just over 7 weeks ago. This thing's glaring. Also piping hot caffeinated beverage, and I will be making the 550, I think it's 540 from this point, but I've already driven 10 miles from the accommodation that it's like a disco in here. I'm inviting you to join me as I traverse back to Florida, Central Florida, crossing through a couple of states, enjoying some caffeine. I am looking forward to being home. I am ready. So it reaches a point, going out every day, having the muscle memory kick in, staying the course, developing the habits that you just need to sleep in your own bed. And that's what I'm going to do this evening. If all goes well, I'll be home. I'm inviting you to join me. This place is called Water Bean Coffee, right up the road there. Shall you? This thing is wild. I like it. Was not expecting it to be moving like this. I thought it was just going to be a stationary noggin. All right, big head. I'm moving on. Oh, you're looking, okay, you're saying goodbye? Going back the other way. This is fascinating. Just got to show this from across the road there. It just turns all day and all evening. Well, they might turn it off at night. Either way, impressive. Most impressive. And just a few miles from where I just was in North Carolina is the South Carolina state line. Of course, I pulled off the interstate to show this. This is at a rest stop, but they have a sign here as well. You very rarely will see anyone picnicking at rest stops. I pointed that out before. Sometimes you will, but it's rare. Today, no picnicking is happening. At least not this early. And to give a general layout of the land, got the atlas open here and will show exactly where I'm starting. I was recently, within the last week or so of this tenure, this 7-week road trip, I was in the Charlotte area, and I will be going down 77, which will connect with 26, and then 95, down to I-4, and then across over to Celebration. Will not be taking any back roads, no small towns, only will be stopping to stretch the legs and show a few items and make some time. I got a ways to go and want to get home. Oh, this is kind of neat. Here at the Welcome Center for South Carolina, they have porch swings think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty nice. Yeah, you can have a cozy swing if you so choose here at the rest stop. Welcome Center. Now it might be tough to see it with the glare from the sun that is rising, or has risen, but there is a baseball water tower. One thing I was looking forward to when getting back to Florida over the next series of weeks coming up was the start of spring training, and that is in a lockout right now. MLB is having a lockout and it is not rectified yet. So will the baseball season be affected? I hope not. I have some tickets to Tampa Bay Rays spring training and regular season games. Let's see what happens. Fueling up at Quick Trip, QT for short. Self-pumping nozzle here, and price of gas at this current station, $3.23, $3.24, rounding it up, a gallon. Certainly 7 weeks is not considered a quick trip. That's how long I've been gone. I have to keep reiterating that because it's been a while since I've been in Florida. Now, since this is only a couple of miles off of the interstate, pulling through Bowman, chartered in 1894. There's a cow on that sign. Bowman, South Carolina. And here in this very small community is the UFO Welcome Center. I have stopped here, this is probably the third time I've stopped here over the course of my life. This was built by Jody Pendarvis. And every time I'm in this area, well, not every time, but a few times I've passed through here, I'm always looking to see if he is here. I have heard that sometimes his truck will be parked here on occasion. As of right now, no sign of him. No signs. I think there was a movie about aliens called Signs. There was no pun intended. However, I did meet him once, who created this magnificent sculpture at Area 51 a few years ago. But I haven't seen him on property. It doesn't look as if he's here today. This fence has fallen over as well. There's a lawnmower down here. Kind of a quirky, unusual setup that he has created here in this yard. Now this says UFO by, like goodbye, Bowman, which is the name of the town. And then over here it says Space People. However, it looks as if the bottom of this is starting to fall apart right over in here. There's a ladder here. Maybe someone's on property. And there's also some clothes over there drying on the line. There is a vehicle on property over here behind me. However, I don't see anyone on site. I kind of wandered around the perimeter. Always nice to stop off at this, though, just a couple miles off the interstate, off the freeway. All right, carrying on to Florida. At another rest stop now. Ooh, kind of gusty with the wind. I definitely like the back roads more than the interstates, but you can get places a lot faster, but there's not a lot to see. That's why I'm not showing much. This video is all about going home. Yeah! And notice again, picnic tables and no one at them. Got some covered ones there. Got a covered one here, but there is no one on the picnic tables. It's a rarity, as I stated. Also, when I got fuel a while back, a lady working in there said, "Is this Walt Disney?" She was looking at my shirt, probably because I have this Hollywood Studios hoodie on, which honestly probably needs to be in a campfire and burned at this point. This has been a staple of this winter road trip since New Year's Day. I pretty much had this on. A couple days it was warm enough to not have it on, but I have had this thing on. I have washed it a couple times at hotels. I think 2 or 3 times I've done laundry. Maybe 3 times I've done laundry, and each time I've thrown it in there. So it has been cleaned. However, I am looking forward to taking this off. I would imagine by the end of the day, when I'm back in Central Florida, I will not need to have this on anymore. When I was at the convenience store getting fuel, getting gas, lady at the register said, "Is that Walt Disney?" And I had to explain, because you probably saw this. This is a Disney hoodie. And I had to realize, no, this is Floyd the Barber from the Andy Griffith Show, and he is pink, making him Pink Floyd. And you have to wonder, you really have to wonder what these machines did to be incarcerated like this. What exactly did they do? How much time are they serving right there? If you need a refund, you place the card in there for a refund. Yeah, what did these machines do? Hello. It's just a joke, I know. But incarcerated machines. No, they're open. Yeah, you just got to reach your hand through the bars on the window. They're behind bars though. Also, I wonder how many people use these. There's a few of the little motel coupons in here. Most of that stuff's done online now. I think this gentleman was a little confused on why all those machines were behind bars. Notice here in the parking lot, in the pavement, when the concrete was wet, it's like a little puppy walked along here. There's some puppy paw prints. This puppy left its mark right here in the parking lot of this rest stop. Oh, someone is over there utilizing the picnic tables. Documented for posterity. Got some slow moving on this side of 95. The other side's moving quickly, but stuck in some traffic here. Just kind of idling along, gives me time to show this enormous flag up there above this RV dealership. Just kind of going along at about a mile an hour. A little bit of backup for whatever reason. Possibly a wreck up ahead. Or just bottlenecking congestion. Yeah, it's a good sized. Okay, now I'm stopping. It's a good sized flag, right? Gotta be patient, Big the Foot. Nope, we're moving, Big the Foot. We're moving. It's been good to have Big the Foot with me on this trip as well. It's been fun. Definitely slow going through here. Traffic you're hearing is on the other side of the road, but see how it's all red approaching Hardyville, South Carolina. Only going a couple miles an hour. Still 315 miles from home. Pulled off this side road, a little shortcut, try to avoid that traffic. Taking a look at this train here. I'm going to get back on interstate in a minute, but this should bypass a little bit of it. Even though this is slow going too, but not as slow going as 95 is right now. Plus I get to look at a train, a parked train over here in the woods. Oh wow, it looks as if these two elephants, which are kind of very well known along I-95, you know, you always see Route 66, pieces of Route 66 that are very popular. This is very well known on I-95. We're getting a new paint job, these two elephants, a gray one and of course a pink one here. It says, please stay off the elephants, that sign right there. Yeah, fresh coat of paint since the last time I was through here. Probably been a couple years since I stopped off at these elephants. This is around the backside. Not the backside of water, but the backside of elephants. Right in front of the fireworks stand. With that antique signage behind this pink one here. And I do believe it is time to take off the sweatshirt. Woo! Nice. I could probably still keep it on for a few bits, but it's going southbound. Not gonna need this on anymore. Feeling good. Hello, elephants. Freshly painted elephants. I'm going home. Yes! Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. The elephants of Papa Joe's. It's good to see you. Staring attentively. Look at this elephant's eyes. It's like the Hypnotoad, except it's an elephant. Down below is the Savannah River. And by going over the Savannah River, I am now in Georgia. Out of South Carolina into Georgia. I remember when I was younger, you play hide and go seek. Or you'd be playing Marco Polo in a pool, had your eyes closed, and someone would say, "You're getting warmer, you're getting warmer." Maybe not hide and seek, but you're trying to find something. Trying to find something that was hidden around an area, and someone would say, "You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer." Well, it's getting warmer, temperature-wise. That was a lot of explanation to just prove that point that didn't make much sense. Another rest stop here. And picnic table over there that no one's at. And some more coupon books here for hotels. Still wondering, does anyone use hotel books anymore? This is a really nice welcome rest area through here with the soothing sounds of the hand dryers coming out of the facilities just off to the side. Oh, and look who's over here. There's Forrest. He's got the box of chocolates and the comfortable shoes down there. You know, because Savannah. Forrest Gump, Savannah. This says press the button to see the lighthouse light up. Does it light up there? Is the lighthouse? Okay, it didn't work. Let me try it again. Press the button to see the lighthouse light up. It's not lighting up. No, I don't think it works, but this is a lighthouse in here too. And one of those big, same kind of fans they have at the Indiana Jones stunt show at Studios. Same kind of, they have a unique name. If you know it, you know it. This is not a real alligator, nor the real youth upon its back, but yeah, this, once again, the soothing sounds of the hand dryers off in the distance. A lot of hand dryers in this facility. Random thought. I have a lot of random thoughts. When you're using the hand dryers where the air blows out at very high speeds, you don't really notice how loud it is, but when you're away from it, let's say you're in the same room as someone else that's utilizing it, you notice how incredibly ear-piercing that sound is. Has anyone ever lost hearing because of standing in close proximity to a line of people using hand dryers, automatic hand dryers with the air? Things that make you wonder, things that make you go, Makes you think, what am I talking about? I have moved on to another rest area down the way, a bit just outside of Brunswick, Georgia, where I believe they have a pot that the first Brunswick stew was made in over here. And I kind of recall years ago going through this area and there was another one of these somewhere else. I think there's a couple. But this one says the first Brunswick stew was made here in the Brunswick Golden Isles area in early colonial days and remains an American favorite. Could that be the actual item it was brewed in? You decide. A lot of birds out here. Also, there's this little house over here. It looks like a little dog house. And more picnic tables over there too. Oh, hello squirrel. Friendly squirrel. I think that squirrel thought about crawling up my leg to say hi, but changed his mind. That's why I stopped for a moment. Sometimes you'll find a friendly squirrel that likes to walk up on your shoes. That one didn't do it though. But I've had it happen before. Oh yes, it's happening. Over the St. Mary's River. The welcome sign right here. Florida. I made it. And yes, another rest stop. You know, gotta stop. Check out the sign there. It's easier to do. It's easier to get an angle of the sign from here when you're not driving by. It's kind of nice that a lot of these places do this. They put a sign, you get a little photo op for posterity. I have returned. I'm still, 2.5, 3 hours from the state line. I guess I'm way down in Central Florida. Florida is lengthy, kind of like how California is, getting from one point to the other. Very lengthy, lengthwise. And they will give you a free little teeny tiny cup of OJ when you cross the state line, which is pretty nice. You can get grapefruit juice or orange juice. I chose orange juice. Cheers. Going past Jacksonville, Florida. Downtown Jacksonville over there. Here at Buc-ee's, just outside St. Augustine, $3.40 a gallon. Self-pumping nozzle. And also, as I hoist this up into the air, this should kind of tide me over till I get a second piping hot caffeinated beverage, and the last of this winter road trip, returning back home. There's my shadow, hoisting it up in the air. Cheers. The sun is setting. It has been a lengthy driving day, that is for sure. Beautiful sunset though. And that's gonna do it for today. I have returned back to my homestead. Well, this isn't my homestead. This is just, look, Big Ben, Parliament. I always think this looks very fascinating. After nearly 2 months, a little over, well, I think a day or two past 7 weeks. 7 weeks in 1 day, 7 weeks in 2 days. I've lost count. I have returned to Celebration, Florida. For a short time frame, for the next trip. Be here for a bit. A few weeks at least, maybe even a month. And then venture off on yet another lengthy road trip. Florida adventures for a little bit. I'm getting kind of dizzy going around this. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. It's good to be home. The vlog is over.